Alright, let's look at this problem. In the figure above, the vertex of the graph of the quadratic function is at 3, 0. The points B and C lie on the parabola. If ABCD is a rectangle with perimeter 38, which of the following represents the equation of the parabola? So first of all, we are going to look at what is not given. And what's not given is the coordinate of y on C and B. So we can get that with the help of using the perimeter that's been given to us. Now first, let us look at the breadth of this triangle, or let's say our CD is the height and A or BA is the height. So let's look at it. So if you, let me draw this line here. From this point, this is point 0 to this point, -1. We discover that we have 1 unit here, and then from 0 to this point here on x-axis is 8. So if you add these two together from 0 to 1, then 0 to 8, you will discover that 1 plus 8 will give us 9. So we'll have this other side of the rectangle to be equal to 9, and then this will also be 9. So this is the height of the triangle, the rectangle, the height of the rectangle, sorry, that is a rectangle. Then we have 2, the perimeter of a rectangle is given 2 length plus the height, or let's give it as the breadth plus the height, the width plus the height is equal to 38. Then we have 2 times the width of the rectangle plus 2 times the height is equal to 38. So solving that out, the width is 9, so 2 times it will be 18 plus 2 height, which is 38. So 2h will now be 38 minus 18, which is 20. So therefore our h will be equal to 10. So the height from this point to this point will be 10. So therefore the y coordinate is 10. So here the x coordinate is 8, 10. So here the b coordinate is -1, 10. So now let us find the next thing we are going to find. It will be the vertex of the equation of the quadratic function that is given. So the vertex, the coordinate of the vertex is the coordinate of the vertex, which is h, k, is given by 3, 0. So it means our h is k, h is 3, while our k is equal to 0. So the general form of the coordinates, the equation of a parabola is equal to a into x minus h all squared plus k, where h and k are the coordinates of the vertex. So the equation here will now be y equal to a into x minus our h, which is 3, all squared, plus our k, which is 0. So we are having an equation of y equal to a into x minus 3 squared. So if you expand this expression, you have y equal to a multiplying, expanding x minus 3 squared, you have x squared minus 6x plus 9. So opening it with a, you have a times x squared, which is ax squared minus 6ax plus 9a. So from here, you now say that at the point where the coordinates of x, at where you have point C, which is 8, 10, that means that our x is 8, while our value of y is equal to 10. So we substitute that into this equation in order to get our value of a. So here we now have our y, which is 10, will be equal to, since this is a more simplified form, we will substitute into this version. So y is equal to a into x squared, and x is 8. That will be 8 squared minus 6 times 8 plus 9. Okay, so we have 10 equal to, of course, we have a into 64 minus 48, then we have plus 9. So our 10 will now be equal to a into 64 minus 48, which we have 16, and 16 plus 9, which will give us the value of 25. So this will be a times 25, or we can write it as 25a. So in this case, we are having the value of a times 25, a into 25. So here our a, let's take it here, our a will now be equal to, dividing both sides by 25, you have 10 all over 25. And if you reduce that, you have 5 here, 2, 5 here, 5. You have 2 all over 5. So now we can write the general equation as y is equal to, instead of a into x minus h all square plus k, you now have y equal to 2 all over 5, because that is our a, into x minus our h, which is equal to 3 all squared plus 0. So the equation of the parabola will now be given as y equal to 2 all over 5 x minus 3 all squared, and that is the equation of the parabola.